Today we are going to be ranking every single faces of the franchise program pitcher in the game right now. We have 7 to choose from. All these pitchers are pretty solid and people want to know which are the best faces of the franchise cards in the game because of the fact you have to buy most of them on the marketplace this year. You can't earn every single Team Affinity card for free like you could in years past. Knowing which cards to buy is extremely essential. So if you're excited for this one, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will be live streaming later today on Twitch. So make sure you're following me over there. We're going to be grinding no money spent, mini seasons mode, ton of stuff. So make sure to tune in over on Twitch, but I hope you all enjoy the video and let's get it.
Minika, watch me on Twitch, ooh, I'm streaming. I'm on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, red button beaming. Let's get that sub count, take over YouTube, ooh, we teaming. My content so high, ooh, yeah, I'm steaming. Ooh, yeah, I'm steaming. Red button beaming.
All right, before we get into the rankings list for ranking all the faces of the franchise pitchers in the game, let's take a look at the options for this rankings list. And we do have 7 pitchers to talk about, some starting pitchers, some relief pitchers. I will say the relievers are way better than the starters in my opinion because the starters have very low per 9 stats, but the relievers look pretty good. So let's take a look at the options here. In the NL West, we have one pitcher. We have Logan Webb, 90 overall. He looks pretty solid. We'll get back to that when we get to the rankings list. Not going to go in depth right now. Then from the AL East, we are going to have Aroldis, Chapman. And then from the AL East also, from the Toronto Blue Jays, we will have Alex Manoah. From the NL East, we actually don't have any pitchers. And then the AL Central, we have 2. We have Emmanuel Clase, known for his outlier cutter. And then we have Mize. This card definitely looks pretty solid. And then we have 2 more pitchers in the NL Central. We have Stroman, really good pitch selection, but like the other starting pitchers, pretty low per 9 stats. And then we have Devin Williams, 90 overall with 112 hits per 9, 114 Ks per 9. So those are our 7 options. In the comments down below, let me know who do you think is the best, but let's find out. In last place at number 7, we are going to have Alex Manoah. Definitely not a horrible card by any means. I said all these cards are usable, especially at the beginning of the year. I just think Manoah is the worst of the 7 pitchers here with a 4-seam fastball, slider, sinker, and circle change. Okay pitch selection. The fact that he only has 4 pitches to work from, unlike the other starting pitchers on this list that all have 5 pitches to work from, that definitely is going to hold him back. He does have the best per 9 stats though out of all the starting pitchers on the list with 99 hits per 9, 81 Ks per 9. I feel like they made his per 9 stats better to make up for the lack of pitches here for Alex Manoah. He has 82 control, 89 velo, 99 break. Pitch control is solid, 3 pitches 85 and above, and then the pitch break, 1 pitch being 99 and the other 3 all being under 80. That's going to hold him back, but he does have a great slider, so if you like throwing a lot of sliders, Alex Manoah can help you out with that. Really doesn't wow you anywhere. Like I said, the velo is nothing crazy, the break isn't really good besides the slider, and the control is okay. But if you want Alex Manoah, you can get him in the faces of the franchise program. At number 6, we are going to have that Mize card, and this card is much better than Alex Manoah. It stinks that they're only 1 spot apart because this card actually is way better than that card with a 4-seam fastball, slider, sinker, splitter, and curveball, but we only have 7 pitchers in the faces of the franchise program, so they have to be right next to each other. Their per 9 stats, hits per 9 are really good at 90, but Ks per 9 are just too low. You're going to give up too many foul tips. It's going to be really tough to strike people out with Mize with only 69 Ks per 9. That is just too low for my liking. 85 control, 91 velo, and excellent break with a 99 stat. For the individual pitch control, we have 4 pitches 82 and above at the beginning of the year. That's really good. 82 on the curveball, 87 on the 4-seam fastball, 88 on the splitter, and then 94 on the slider. And the break, like I said, is really good. 99 on the splitter, 94 on the sinker, 85 on the 4-seam fastball, 75 on the slider, and then 82 on the curveball. Definitely has some of the best break on his pitches on the entire list, but the lack of Ks per 9, only 69, is definitely going to hold him back. At number 5, we're going to have Logan Webb, and Logan Webb has the meta pitch selection. You want a sinker with your starting pitcher, you want a cutter. He has both slider, changeup, 4-seam fastball, but these starters just have way too low per 9 stats with only 84 hits per 9, 77 Ks per 9. He is going to phase out so quickly because he's not going to be able to get anybody out. The PCI size for your opponent is just going to be too big. He does have solid control, solid velo, and really good break though. So I guess if you're running a no money spent team and you happen to get Logan Webb in your NL West pack, you can't sell him on the marketplace. You can still make him work in your rotation for a little bit. He'll probably be your 4th or 5th best starter. Sinker has 94 pitch control, slider has 92, changeup has 84, 4-seam fastball and the cutter are both under 75, so you have to be careful when you're throwing those 2 pitches in case you miss your pinpoint, your meter, whatever you're using, it could wind up right over the plate. Pitch break though is solid. All 5 pitches, 75 and above. That's really good for the beginning of the year. 99 on the sinker and the changeup. That is excellent. 88 on the slider, and then 76 on the fastball, and 75 on the cutter. If you use Logan Webb properly, you can definitely make him work, but like I said, he's not going to be one of the top starters in your rotation. At number 4, we are going to have the last starting pitcher in the faces of the franchise program. In the top 3, they are all relievers. I think the relievers are way better than the starting pitchers, and Marcus Stroman and Logan Webb are extremely similar. Both have a sinker, both have a cutter, slider, 4-seam fastball for Stroman, and splitter here. I put Stroman a little bit over Logan Webb because he has way better control than Logan Webb, and early on in the year, you don't want to be giving up free home runs. If you miss your pinpoint, miss your meter by a little bit, and the pitch goes right over the plate, you do not want that. And with the pitch control from Marcus Stroman, if you get 100% on the pinpoint, majority of the time, it's going to go exactly where you want. 86 hits per 9, 71 Ks per 9, 99 stamina, 87 control, 82 velo, and 93 break. Individual pitch control. Take a look at this. At the beginning of the year, all 5 pitches, 84 and above, 84 on the sinker and the splitter, 89 on the slider, 90 on the cutter and the 4-seam fastball, and the pitch break has 4 pitches, 79 above, that being the cutter at 79, splitter at 80, 93 on the slider, and then 90 on the sinker ball. So it's very close. You could go Webb over Stroman if you really want to, but I'm just going to put Stroman over Webb. At number 3, we are going to have Emmanuel Clase with a cutter, slider, 4-seam fastball. Like I said earlier in the video, he's known for that outlier cutter, and the reason why he's not over the other 2 guys is the lack of pitch selection. Only 3 pitches to work from here. Eventually, your opponent is going to get used to the outlier cutter, especially if you're throwing it a lot, which a lot of people who use Emmanuel Clase do. They tend to spam the cutter a ton. So with outlier being nerfed a little bit this year, the cutter isn't going to be as effective, but he does have decent hits per 9, 106 hits per 9, 81 Ks per 9. That's a little low for my liking for a reliever. 92 control. He is going to have excellent control on that cutter, 99 velo, so that outlier cutter is going to be extremely fast, and the 4-seam fastball can get up to 99, 100 miles an hour, and then the break is 93 with a 92 mile per hour slider. If you're struggling facing Class A right now, don't worry. We're at the beginning of the year. When you see him enough, you're going to get adjusted and you're going to be able to hit him better. At number 2, we are going to have Aroldis Chapman, and if Chapman had outlier, he would definitely be number 1 on this list, but he doesn't have outlier this year, and they also changed his pitching release, so he's a little worse than he was in previous MLB The Show games, but he's still great because we need lefty relievers in the bullpen, and he is one of the best at this point in the game at the beginning of the year. 4-seam fastball, slider, splitter, 2-seam fastball. He's still going to throw gas, he just doesn't have outlier, so that fastball is still going to get to 99, 100 miles an hour, and the 2-seam fastball still going to get to about 97 miles an hour. He also has amazing per 9 stats, 116 hits per 9, 118 Ks per 9. It is going to be super difficult to touch Aroldis Chapman for a long time in this game. Definitely will make everybody's bullpen when you're able to unlock him. And then with the gas, he also has 99 pitch break on the slider and the splitter. So once you're ready for that 100 mile per hour fastball, you're going to wind up getting that 86 mile per hour slider. It's going to completely fool you. This card's going to be nasty. And the best pitcher in the faces of the franchise program, in my opinion, it is very close between Devin Williams and the Aroldis Chapman, but I am going to give it to Devin Williams. Chapman does have him beaten per 9 stats by a little bit. 112 hits per 9 for Devin Williams and 114 Ks per 9 though is really good. I like the pitch selection better from Devin Williams. Circle change, 4-seam fastball, cutter, and screwball. Take a look at this on opening weekend. 99 pitch break on every single pitch. Circle change, 4-seam fastball, cutter, screwball. All 99 pitch break on opening weekend. You are going to be able to make people look like a fool at the plate with the screwball, the circle change, and the cutter. It's going to be insanely tough to touch Devin Williams. You don't want to throw that fastball too much. You want to keep it off speed with that screwball, mix in the cutter and the circle change. If Chapman had outlier, he would probably be over Devin Williams, but because he does not, I'm going to go with Devin Williams here at number 1. That is going to do it for the video, everyone. If you enjoyed it and you found it useful, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you were new. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will be ranking all of the faces of the franchise position players right after this video, so make sure to look out for that one. But that's going to do it for this video, everyone. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.